Will the audience please rise for the 2017 class?
Will Herriman High School's chamber choir please take their spots? Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise for the singing of the national anthem?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets revealed the mountains gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The audience may be seated. Thank you.
Graduates, faculty, administration, families, and friends, welcome to the commencement exercises of the graduating class of 2017. We would like to recognize a few of our honored guests seated behind me on the stand. Please hold your applause until I finish reading their names. Daryl Robinson, Jordan District School Board member over Herriman area. Dr. Anthony Godfrey, Associate Superintendent of the Jordan School District. Carmen Freeman, Mayor of Herriman City and his wife. And our very own Papa Birch, Principal of Herriman High School. Please join me in welcoming them with a round of applause. This year, student government has been awarding the school pin to any students we catch doing good or other students accomplishing great things. As graduation is the highest honor awarded by our school, the senior class officers and SBOs have awarded each senior here with this year's school pin. And each of the graduates is wearing their school pin on their graduation gown today. We hope it stands as a reminder of your accomplishments at Herriman High and brings back fond memories of great friends, awesome teachers, and amazing experiences. We will now hear another number from the Chamber Singers, We Know the Way, followed by our student speakers.
Away, away.
Class of 2017, today marks the first moment of our new lives. As of this moment, we are no longer high school students. We are officially done with high school and are about to experience more freedom than we've ever known before. The prospect of heading out into the world all on your own is enticing, and it may even seem too good to be true. And maybe it is, because as we will all too soon come to realize, we don't even know what brand of toilet paper our moms buy. So how in the world are we supposed to be able to survive all on our own? You may have begun to realize just how big of a change you're facing, and maybe even how entirely unprepared you are for it. And although you have every right to be frightened, there's no point in trying to avoid what's ahead, because you are already veterans of change. A mere 3 years ago, you walked the halls of Herriman High School for the very first time, excited but terrified of the huge transition that lay before you. If you were anything like me, you were a scared little sophomore with no idea of who you were or where your passions lie. As the years went on, however, things changed, and you changed too. You learned to drive, got your first job, and maybe even had your first relationship. You tried new things, joined clubs, and participated in sports. Maybe you were football state champions, or perhaps you went to nationals for drill, or FBLA, or DECA. You met amazing people who would change your life, and found friends who you totally clicked with. You may have had more than a few mental breakdowns over your AP homework, became a chronic procrastinator, pulled several all-nighters, and, importantly, relied on Netflix just to cope with it all. Yet despite all this, you managed to make it to graduation, now a complete stranger to who you were just 3 years ago. And whether you believe it or not, you have changed. And not only have you changed, but I would argue that you have changed for the better. You have conquered change before, and it certainly will not be the last time you find yourself having to do so. Because as John F. Kennedy stated, change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or the present are certain to miss the future. Change is truly the law of life. It governs everything, and because of that, it's inescapable. Now, as terrifying as this may seem, it's important to remember that change is necessary because it is essential to growth. Think about it. How boring would life be if change didn't exist? How mundane would we be? The future would be bleak because part of what makes the future so enticing is the fact that it is uncertain due to change. Not to mention that change is the very thing that allows us to grow and develop and become better people. So if we choose to avoid change, then we're choosing to avoid all of the opportunities that the future presents, along with the very thing that I feel makes life exciting and progressive. I am by no means suggesting that we should forget the past, or that we should not live in the moment and enjoy all that life has to offer. But what I am saying is that we should not become so engrossed in either the past or the present that we forget what lies ahead. I have loved my high school experience. I have loved the opportunities I've had, the lessons I've learned about myself, and the many amazing friends I've made. However, I realize that new opportunities, lessons, and friends are about to come my way. And who am I to ignore them simply because I'm too reluctant to leave high school behind? So it is my hope for you that you realize that your future is bright, and that your life is truly what you choose to make of it. I hope you approach this change in your life with open arms. But as you do, I hope you never forget the lessons you've learned, the people you've grown to love, the changes you have already conquered, and where you come from. But above all, I hope you never forget that there ain't no party like a Mustang party. Thank you.
Thanks, Emma. Story time. As a freshman, I was a part of Ochre Hills Middle School's dance company. There were 27 girls and me. I probably should have been having the time of my life, but I was too shy to talk to any of them, so I only had 2 friends on the team. I was ashamed of who I was being a guy that danced. Throughout high school, I've slowly become less ashamed of who I was and more proud of who I've become. The growth I've had is life-saving, from not being able to say hi to a girl to dancing the cha-cha with one. Turns page. While at Herriman High School, the growth and change that all of you and I have attained, I believe, is reflected in the water cycle. The water cycle consists of evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. Although initially it may be difficult to see the similarities between high school and the water cycle, but one factor is present in both: change. Turns page. All the growth you've gained from going to your first high school class, getting your driver's license, holding your first job, going to your first prom, or in my case, learning to talk to girls, has been evaporating us. All these learning experiences have changed us from who we thought we were to who we are, and has therefore been rising us to the sky. While here at Herriman High School, we've been gathering together with other drops of water and condensing in the clouds with various clubs, friend groups, sports, or classes with one another. Some of us being in multiple clouds with theater, water polo, FBLA and DECA, all the sports teams here, the math club, or even the ballroom team. Right now, we've reached one of our peaks in the sky with our graduation. Like a DJ or a cloud, we're preparing for the ultimate drop. Now we are deciding where we want to rain down and what we want to become. Some of us may choose to be part of a more ocean-like cause, such as the military, and choose to be one of the strongest forces on Earth. Some of us may choose to have a more direct influence on others. Just like soft rain that blooms flowers, they will decide humanitarian pursuits are the way to go. Many of us will strive to be as beautiful and proud as Niagara Falls. The choices of great places to rain down are endless. Wherever you choose to land, though, you will follow the path of that choice and collect until you evaporate and condense again. Or, in other words, our choices will affect where we end up. And if your choices land you in the same puddle repeatedly, know that you can keep making different choices to change where you end up. If joining a pile of sleet, snowing, or freezing while raining sounds unappealing, and you're thinking, oh hell no, you may need to reconsider where you're landing. With every choice and with every turn around our own cycles of water, change is inevitable. Many of you may be concerned about where you came from or where you are. Some of us have been a part of hurricanes, flash floods, or even fissures in our own personal worlds. Right now, it may seem that you have fallen into a puddle of mud, and you can't help but to think, I'm too polluted to ever bring beauty or life into this world. John F. Kennedy has provided us insight into these situations and said, change is the law of life, and those who only look to the past or the present are certain to miss the future. Regardless of our previous situations, where we came from and where we are is not as important as where we are going. Even if you're on the other side of the globe from where you want to be, you can choose to rise up to the sky again and fall from the heavens over and over and over again until you reach your destination. We have the tools in front of us to get where we desire to go. Mustangs, where do you want to reign?
All right. Bear with me, I'm terrified of doing this today. Good afternoon, everyone, but most importantly, good afternoon to you, the Herriman High School graduating class of 2017. My name is Ali Caceres, and I've had the immense honor of serving as senior class president this year. Before I begin, I'd like to personally congratulate every single one of you for making it here today. We did it. This ceremony is a celebration of everything we've been through the past 12 years. Years full of happiness and sadness and success and failure and a lot of change. Change isn't just the law of life, it's also one of the only constants of life. No matter what the circumstances are, there are always going to be changes taking place. Now, with that being said, it feels like change has been anything but subtle lately. Senior year was one roller coaster of big, loud, in-your-face changes. Life had been pretty consistent and predictable, and then all of a sudden there were a million different directions to take and decisions to make. I remember walking into the first day of my senior year thinking I had all the time in the world, and then before I knew it, I was writing this speech, getting ready to get my diploma and say a lot of goodbyes. I think that's the hardest part of change, letting go. In the same way that change is mandatory, goodbyes are inevitable. After today, some of us will go to college, some will go on missions, some will go serve the armed forces, some will head straight to work, some will get married and start families. And some of us will go home and realize that we have no idea what we're doing tomorrow, much less with the rest of our lives. What some of us fail to realize is that after we walk out of those doors today, we can become anything that we want to be. Yes, the future can be a scary place, but it doesn't have to be that way. We can look to the future and see opportunity for growth, for expansion, for improvement. I can't wait to see what we all become. The doctors, the engineers, the politicians, the mothers and fathers, the artists, the actors, the athletes, we all have amazing futures ahead of us. Now, I've spent a lot of senior year being scared of change, but I think it's time for me and for all of us to just embrace it. Let's stop being afraid of stepping outside of our comfort zones. Let's stop being afraid and uncertain of what lies ahead. Sure, the past 3 years have been awesome for some of us, and they've been awful for some of us. But isn't it amazing that we get to just let it go, stop looking backwards, and just move forward? Let's stop being held back by the weight of our past, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Our past accomplishments and the amazing memories we've made the past 3 years, we should cherish them, but we shouldn't hold on to them so tightly that it impedes us from continuing to achieve even bigger things and make even better memories. Likewise, our past mistakes should serve as lessons, but we shouldn't dwell on them or let them haunt us and impede us from growing. If we don't think that there's an infinite potential within us to be great, we're mistaken. And we're doing ourselves and the world a great disservice if we don't do everything in our power to unlock that potential. It's our responsibility now and moving forward to find whatever it is that makes us fall in love with our lives and to never let that go. We need to keep dreaming bigger, keep working harder, keep achieving our goals, and then when the moment comes for us to look back on our lives, we'll have no regrets. Although it's heartbreaking, a lot of us won't see each other ever again after today. But the way I see it, we're so lucky to be forever bonded by the amazing experiences we've shared together the past 3 years. Friends, it's very bittersweet to say goodbye today. I'll never forget almost winning the Spirit Bowl as sophomores, cheering on our football boys as they took state our junior year, raising over $72,000 for Make-A-Wish Utah as seniors, swaying in a giant circle to Forever Young, pulling an all-nighter before the last day of school, or any of the small moments in between. Although it makes me sad to leave my days at Herriman High School behind, I'm also ecstatic for everything that our futures hold. I'd like to end my speech today by saying a couple of quick thank yous. To every teacher, coach, counselor, custodian, and administrator at Herriman, please know that your work matters and that you are making a difference. To every artist, athlete, and performer that I've had the honor of watching for the past 3 years, cherish that feeling that you get when you do the thing that you're passionate about and never let that go. To my gals, you have my heart forever and you're my biggest blessing. To my family, I wouldn't be anything without you, and I love you. But again, most importantly, to the Herriman High School graduating class of 2017. It's been the greatest privilege to grow up with all of you. Please don't ever take yourselves for granted. Please never forget the greatness that lies within you. Know that the future is bright, and know that no matter what lies ahead, the saying rings true. Once a Mustang, always a Mustang. Thank you. Now, if you'll join me in welcoming chamber on stage again.
Sweet and weary head, night is falling. You have come to journey's end.
Sleep now, dream of the ones who came before.
They are calling from across the distant shore. Why do you weep? What are those tears upon your face? Soon you will see. All of your fears will pass away. Safe in my arms, safe in my arms. You're only sleeping. What can you see on the horizon? Why do the white gulls go across the sea? A pale moon rises. The ships have come to carry you home, and all will turn to silver glass. Light on the water, all souls pass. Into the world of night, through shadows falling, out of memory and time.
Don't say
That
we have come now to the end.
shoes are calling.
You and I will meet again.
You'll be
And you'll be here in my arms, just sleeping. What can you see on the horizon? Why do the white gulls go
Alrighty, seniors, it's time for our senior gift. So last year, the seniors gave us the gift of the HHS letters, which are in the student parking lot. This year, class 2017 is giving the gift to Herriman High School, an 8-foot tall bronze horse statue that's gonna go right behind those letters this year. Look how beautiful it is. That way, anyone who comes to Herriman High School will know that we are the home of the Mustangs, and we are mighty and we are strong. Also part of this gift, we gave you guys the opportunity to buy a brick with your name engraved on it, which is still available to all students and the community, by the way. That way you guys can leave your mark and legacy at Herriman High School forever. Class of 2017, this is your senior gift. Thank you.
You all may know him as Principal Jim Birch, but we know him as Papa Birch. If you've met him, you would know that that nickname is quite fitting. Papa Birch is one of the most selfless men with a heart of gold. Papa Birch is always looking for new ways to improve the school and to make sure everyone at Herriman feels welcome. He is a man with a thankless job, and behalf of the seniors, we want to thank you for all that you do for us and for the time and countless hours you put in. Principal Birch, I know we don't say it enough, but we are truly grateful for everything that you've done for us. Now please give a warm welcome for our principal, Papa Birch.
That was great. School board member Darrell Robinson, Mayor Carmen Freeman, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Anthony Godfrey, proud family members, friends, and esteemed members of the class of 2017, welcome. And on behalf of our staff, our faculty, we do welcome you to these commencement ceremonies. First, I'd like to thank the parents that are in the stand, guardians, parents. These people would not be here without you. Thank you so much for everything you've done, in the name of Herriman High School, for all the taxi service, for all the late nights, for everything that you guys have done. Thank you. Students, let's give your parents a round of applause today. Well deserved. Secondly, I'd like to thank our faculty and staff at Herriman High School. During the past 3 years, they've done just an outstanding job preparing you here today for your graduation, but not only for that, but for everything that you are going to do from this time forward. Faculty, the job is now complete. Nice job. And as you know, a school with 260 employees, 1,000, almost 3,000 students, almost 1,000 graduating, does not run on its own. Our administrative team and our counselors just do an excellent job, and I'd very much like to thank them. I would be lost without the help that they give me. Mr. Lynn Allred, Ms. Rafine Einzinger, Mr. Dave Tilby, Dr. Richard Price, and Ms. Kim Searle are our assistant principals who do such a great job helping the students and making sure things are run the correct way in the school. Our counselors, Ms. Jensen, Ms. Watkins, Ms. Stocking, Ms. Hendry, Ms. Green, Ms. Walk, Mr. Bitten, and Mr. Blodgett, and of course, our resource officer, Cynthia Archuleta. Thank them so much. I thank them. I'd also like to take a minute and just thank my wife for all the time and all the that she allows me to spend and all the support that she gives to me. Thank you, appreciate that. And of course, the final group that I'd like to thank today are the members of the outstanding class of 2017. You know, seniors, you've learned so many things. Your graduation today signifies that you're ready to meet the challenges that lie ahead. You did it, and it is a great day to be a Mustang. Now, finally, I know parents, you're not here to listen to me. You're here to honor your students, and I would like to do the same thing. Take maybe a little bit of different approach of a graduation speech that a principal gives, and just give you an overview of some of the outstanding, things that these kids here were able to accomplish this year. First, I would like to honor our student body officers and our class officers, without whom our school would be lost. They did such an outstanding job this year. Our school ran so smoothly. And the effort that they put in was astronomical. Our student body officers, if you would stand and be recognized, save your applause until we're through. Communications, Spencer Roth. Spirit, Manuel Fergrasa. Service, Emily Schutt. Secretary, Bryn Olson. Tech, Megan Quinn. Artist, Sarah Utley. And of course, our president, Leigh Mobley. What an outstanding job these people did. Okay, now our senior class officers. Our president, Ali Caceres. Service, Courtney Davis. Spirit, Caden Simmons. And Secretary, Isaac Gillens. Nice job. Okay, every year the Deseret News sponsors their annual Sterling Scholar Program. This program is for high schools across the state of Utah, and we are asked to nominate our top student in 13 different categories. And what I would like to do now is take just a second and have these Sterling Scholars stand and be recognized as I read their name and their category. First, mathematics, Sam Angus. Okay, Wasatch Front semifinalist. Stay standing, by the way. Okay, English, Emma Loftus. Okay, world language, Rachel Hill, Wasatch Front finalist. Visual arts, Brooke Jones, Wasatch Front finalist. Skills and technical science, Ryan Bake, Wasatch Front finalist. Speech, theater arts, and forensic, Quade Green, Wasatch Front Sterling Scholar runner-up, and somebody that I have yet to win an argument with. Vocal performance, Carol Sherbrill, Wasatch Front Sterling Scholar runner-up. Science, Megan Edwards, Wasatch Front finalist. Instrumental music, Caitlin Tarr, Wasatch Front semifinalist. Family and Consumer Science, Sally Osana, Wasatch Front semifinalist. Business and Marketing, Marin Murdoch, Wasatch Front Sterling Scholar winner. And by the way, Marin is also Herriman High School's very first presidential scholar. There were 4 in the state of Utah, 75 across the nation. She's our very first. Dance, Brinley Johnson, our social science, Riley Conover, a Wasatch Front semifinalist. And computer technology, Andrew Matsuri, Wasatch Front finalist, and the Philo T. Farnsworth Governor's Award winner, which means he's the best. Nice job. You may be seated. Okay, there's a lot of things that Herriman High students have distinguished themselves in this year, whether it be scholars or representing our school in different ways. The first I'd like to recognize, if they would please stand, is all of those who have earned an academic, an athletic, or performing arts letter award. Please stand. Nice job. You may be seated. Okay, those who were named All-State in academics, please stand. All-State in athletics, please stand. And those who were named All-State in the performing arts, please stand. Did you receive a 1? Stand up. Nice job. Okay, you can be seated. Okay, we have some individual place winners, champions. Would you please stand up? Is our shot put and discus? Stand up, wave. There you are. Nice job. Tori won both events at the state tournament this year. Nicely done. Okay. And our second place in state soccer team, please stand up. Okay, I gotta tell you guys, I've not had more fun watching a soccer team ever. They were so athletic and so fast. They were so fun to watch. Had just a great season. Thank you. Okay, will the following please stand and be recognized? Will our state championship rugby, lacrosse, and water polo clubs please stand? Okay. All 3 of these clubs won individual state championships. Great job. Okay, next, some more of our clubs. Will the following please stand and be recognized? Our DECA, FBLA, HOSA, FCCLA, and FFA. Please stand. Out of this group, over 50 participants have qualified to go back to the national tournament. Our DECA team was the top in the state. Over 200 people in this group of DECA. It was great, okay? Thank you. Amazing success. And now, if we could have the members of our award-winning drama, choir, band, symphony, drill, cheer, dance company, and ballroom. Please stand. Okay, while they're standing, let me tell you a little bit about some of these people. Okay, first, if you did not get a chance to come and watch these people, shame on you. They were outstanding, okay? Brought chills to my spine in some of their performances. Tears to my eyes in others. For instance, our choir was invited to perform at the Sorensen Art Award ceremony because they were the best in the state. And the people in that audience were mesmerized. We had people sitting at our own table with us that had tears rolling down their cheeks from listening to these fine young people. Our band wins their first state championship. Nice job. Drill team, 3rd in state. And every one of the people that are standing here received superior ratings, which is considered the very best you can get. And if you didn't get to see them, they were amazing. Thank you. Now I would like to name our top scholars, and that's everybody that is graduating here with a 4.0. As I say your name, would you please stand? Brigham Anderson, Sam Angus, Andrea Barbosa Chacon, Braden Blackburn, Ali Caceres, Rachel Dolfmeyer, Megan Edwards, Aaliyah Hagan, Kayla Hebertson, Alexis Helwig, Emily Hill, Kylie Kirkham, Young Chi Lan, Alexis Linger, Emma Lester, Emma Lofthouse, Alexis Mabey, Sarah McKay, Andrew McServey, Corbin Romney, Gina Saunders, Lauren Wells, Gabriel Wittenkind, Ethan Whittier, Benjamin Windsor, and Gina Woodruff. 4.0. I can't even imagine and dream about that, huh? Okay, not only were these 26 4.0 students, not only did they excel academically, but there were others as well. Well, all the members of the top scholars, in other words, the National Honor Society and presidential award winners, which means they had a 3.7 GPA and a 27 on their ACT, please stand and be recognized. .7 and a GPA and a 27 in their ACT, again, I can only dream. Okay, Herriman High had 48% of its senior class receive scholarships. Last year's national average was 16.2. Okay, the Herriman High graduating class of 770 received in scholarship monies this year $6,102,306. Nicely done. And 97% of our senior class have post-secondary plans, which is great. Okay, will the following please stand? We have 81 students who have taken advantage of the early graduation. Would you please stand? Thank you. We have 7 juniors who graduated with this class. Would you please wave to the crowd? Nice. And we have 1 student, Nicole Waite. Wave to the crowd, Nicole, where you at? Stand up and wave. There you are. Okay, she is graduating with an associate's degree from Salt Lake Community College. Nicely done. Okay, would the 55 members who earned the Mustang Medallion please stand? Do you have a Mustang Medallion? This award is for students with exemplary participation and contributions to our programs, our activities, and in leadership at Herriman High School. Nice job, guys. Thank you. Now, I will call your attention to the program because all of these names are in here. I won't read them all, but will the 215 students who will be receiving an enhanced diploma, either in CTE, JATC, or from Herriman High School, please stand. That means these students went above and beyond and did more to get that enhanced diploma. Thank you. Okay, We have our foreign exchange students sitting right over here, and I am going to attempt to say their names. I practiced, but it didn't help. Femke Dieseker, Hannah Dinklage, Amelia Andresen, Manolia Jagolato, Young Chi Lan, Eric Mathiasen, Ben Rockendorf, Hendrik Schelsted, Max Schroeder, and Leah Thier. They were a great addition, added a lot of flavor to our school, and we really appreciate them being here today. Okay, would all of the graduates of the class of 2017 please stand and be recognized? You've completed your senior year, and you're ready for both the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. You know, I've appreciated getting to know a lot of you, and I really have appreciated your contributions to Herriman High and to my life. We will miss you, I will miss you, and congratulations to your efforts that have brought you here today. Representative of the School Board, Daryl Robinson. Associate Superintendent Anthony Godfrey. I'm extremely honored to present to you the 2017 graduating class of Herriman High. Every member of this class standing here this day has completed the requirements as outlined and established by the Utah State Department of Public Instruction, the Utah State Board of Education, the Jordan School District Board of Education, and Herriman High School to be awarded their high school diploma and receive all the honors and privileges that this high school diploma represents. Congratulations. It's an honor to be here with you, and my best wishes go out to each and every one of you. And it is a great day to be a graduating Mustang. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Mr. Birch. On behalf of Superintendent Patrice Johnson and the Jordan School District Administration and staff, I too would like to congratulate the Herriman High School class of 2017 for earning their diplomas. Congratulations. I'm overwhelmed at the support that I see here for you this afternoon. You've benefited from the tremendous positive influence of faculty, family, and friends who are here with you today. Don't forget to thank them for the help they have given you. Throughout your high school years, you have no doubt overcome many obstacles, enjoyed wonderful triumphs, and been surprised by the abilities you've discovered within yourselves. May you carry forward what you have learned and continue to achieve great things in your lives. I have a few bits of advice. First, beware of drift in your life. Gretchen Rubin calls drift when we make decisions by not deciding. I believe it's when we fill time without fulfilling our potential. By graduating today, you have already shown your ability to avoid drift. Stay focused on what you want in your life and keep moving forward in everything you do. Second, it is easier to keep up than to catch up. Some of you may have experienced this over the years as you've tried to catch up on homework. This applies to every aspect of your life: school, work, relationships, and even your health. It is easier to keep up than to catch up. Third, I encourage you to stay in contact with the friends you have with you here today. This summer is my 30th high school reunion. Yes, that's back in the 1900s. And I'm fortunate to still be in touch with many of my high school friends. As you stay in touch with the people around you today, your lives will be blessed immensely. Lastly, I encourage you to distinguish yourself by how you treat other people. I like to quote the Dalai Lama, who once said, "Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible." It is a privilege for me to accept the recommendation of Mr. Birch, Mr. Darrell Robinson. I present this class as having completed all the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Jordan School District Board of Education and the Utah State Board of Education, and recommend that they be awarded their diplomas. Congratulations.
Herriman Mustangs, class of 2017. I'm the last speaker before you officially graduate. I thought you would like that because not too long ago, I sat where you sit now, the Cottonwood High graduation class of 1981. Okay, maybe it was a long time ago, but we had 984 graduates in my graduating class. I too was bored, like you likely are right now, and I wondered who that old school board guy who was getting up and speaking for such a long time was. I'm not going to do that to you. But I do have a thing or two to say to you before you graduate and move on. When I was sitting where you are sitting now, I thought I ruled the world. My future was based upon those daydreams I had during class when I was less interested in the lesson and more interested in my future. I should have paid more attention, but my dreams of the future had my mind. For as soon as I was going to graduate, I was moving to Nashville, Tennessee to seek out a future in country music. I had a couple problems. I don't sing very well. My lyrics are awful. I have the lyrics still to prove that. And I thought, well, maybe I could be a producer, but I knew nothing about that. I did have my looks. Okay, what are you laughing for? Kind of. I graduated from high school weighing 98 pounds, so maybe I didn't even have that. I think I was the smallest kid in the whole school. I had these crazy dreams about the future when I was sitting where you are sitting now. But my message to you today is, it's okay to dream, but in your journey, it's okay to change your dreams. I could never have dreamed that I would be here today when I was sitting where you are now. Today, I'm speaking to 770 graduates from Herriman High School. In 1981, I'm not even sure we had 770 people that lived in Herriman. I grew up thinking I wasn't very smart, and I have the GPA and the ACT scores to prove it. I spent most of my grade school in the hall, in the desk in the hall, because I didn't fit in scholastically. Recently, I was invited back to the 50th birthday of my elementary school, and it made me so happy to see my desk that was still sitting in the hall. My message to you today is, today's dreams can never beat tomorrow's realities. I did not get everything that I dreamed of when I was sitting where you're sitting now. I got something better. College was never in my dream. When I was in high school, not everyone went to college. But the fact that me and my brother were the first college graduates from our family was a pretty major thing. I graduated from college never touching a computer. And yet within weeks after college graduation, I was working for a large company teaching people as their trainer how to use a computer. I never dreamed when I was sitting where you're sitting now that one day I would graduate with a master's degree in education, or currently just finishing up a PhD in instructional technology and learning sciences. In my day, our instructional technology was a chalkboard, film strips, a thing called cassette, and our phones were still stuck to the wall. Since I was a lot has changed since I was sitting where you are now. Most of what's going to make you happy, the careers that you do and the things that you have not even been invented yet. The things that will make you happiest were not on my mind when I was sitting where you are now. I was not dreaming of having such an amazing wife, 6 children and 4 grandsons, soon to have a granddaughter. No, those were not on my mind when I was sitting where you are now. I never saw myself as a teacher or a speaker, speaking to people throughout this nation. No, those things were not on my mind, but they're realities today. Somehow I stepped into my dreams and my views changed of what I really wanted. I found something better. So if I could give you any advice today, please have the courage to step into your dreams, even if the path leads you to a place that you've never dreamed of. The Webster Dictionary talks about graduation. It says the act or process of finishing up a course of study. I think it's wrong in terms of high school graduation, because today you're not finishing anything, you're beginning everything. Throughout your life, you have now just built a foundation of your future life. Now it's up to you to build the walls, put on the roof, and don't forget, it's what inside that really counts. Hang on to your dreams, but live in the now and live in the future. Today I invite you to move forward because we're not just celebrating your past accomplishments, we're celebrating your future happiness. And one last thing, Mustangs, before you leave. Can you just take a moment and think of all those teachers that have inspired you? And can you give them a round of applause and thank them? I thought it was interesting that we put all the teachers in the penalty box, though, here today, so very interesting. And also, your family and friends are also here that have supported you along the way. Can you just spot them in the audience and give them a round of applause for their support for you? Herriman High graduates of 2017, if you remember anything else, remember our theme this afternoon. Change is the law of life, and those who look only for the past or the present are certainly to miss the future. Head out into your future, into your dreams. Don't look back except to remember. Make us proud and go and remember where you've been as you create that amazing future for yourself. Herriman Mustangs graduates, may you find peace and happiness along your journey. May you adjust your dreams along the way so you'll find true happiness in this life. May God bless you in that journey as you build that mansion that you'll call your life. Graduates, it's your time now to live. Let's go live out those dreams. And now the moment you've been waiting for. By authority vested me as a duly elected member of the Jordan School Board, I hereby declare the Herriman class of 2017 officially graduated, and I'm happy to present these graduates their diplomas.
Juan Dialba.
Megan Quinn.
Spencer Roth.
One last time, your student body president, Malololele Mobley.
Manuel Fragoso.
Faith Melton.
Joseph Strong.
Sarah Utley.
Logan Parent.
Bryn Olson.
Matthew Weiler Olson.
Emily Scott.
Riker Clough.
Anna Marie Eskelson.
Isaac Hilton.
Jenna K. Akers.
Chris Anderson.
Carolyn Sherbel.
Kyler Alm.
April Rose Kerr.
Spencer Anderson.
Emily Tanner.
Tevin McPeak.
Abrielle Hamilton.
Isaiah McLaughlin.
Jaden Marie Garn.
Andrew Delaney.
Nelia Lucio.
Robert Adams.
Abigail Chapman.
Jaden Gents.
Ashley Burrup.
Britton Orwin.
Madison Maylett.
Corey Nielsen.
Kayla Marie Robinette Amasio.
Tyler Benjamin Miller.
Marley Iona.
Allie Adams.
Micaiah Capelli.
Rachel Anderson.
Chaz Gallagher.
Brianne Armstrong.
Caden Kirby.
Mallory Acern.
Sean Kumangai.
Jordan Grace Barber.
Miles Alden.
Ellen Bake.
Dalton Alfred.
Tori Bailey.
Clint Allred.
Bella Bangeter.
Lucas Aldeman.
Sydney Rose Austin.
Juan Ambaranzio.
Madison Ann Saunders.
Christian Alvarez.
Gabrielle Bangeter.
Adam Anderson.
Ashley Barron.
Brigham Anderson.
Sabrina Barrick.
Chase Anderson.
Michaela Barnson.
Nathan Anderson.
McKaylee Barney.
Ethan Alexander.
Kayla Lee Barrett.
Samuel Angus.
Haley Workman.
Braden Ward Ashby.
Selena Clark.
Anthony Archiga.
Zoe Barnes.
Trevor Atkinson.
Emily Barnes.
Ryan Glenn Bake.
Cameron Anderson.
Ammon Ballard.
Mackenzie Jean Allred.
Braden Ballard.
Sage Bartlett.
Zach Barclay.
Haley Barrow.
Keelan Anderson.
Michaela Beck.
Kristen Barlow.
Allison Brundage.
Caleb Ball.
Timberly McKee.
Joseph Carden Barney.
Alexis Ann Anderson.
Patrick Bash.
Mariah Ager.
Kai Barrera.
Rachel Glover.
Colt Bartnicki. I thought it was
Taylor Bunnell.
CJ Hill.
Alexis Damaris.
Caden Batis.
Cassidy Bastion.
Logan Bayshore.
Sadie Gillespie Bastion.
Joshua Burdan.
Lexi Blackwell.
Jared Bynum.
Gabby Benz.
Colton Bitten.
Malia Ball.
Nick Benson.
Rachel Breinholt.
Ashton Atkinson.
Chloe Childs.
Braden Bell.
Brielle Carr.
Hiram Beck.
Dana Hokinson.
Noah Bickham.
Sydney Bellini.
Braden Blackburn.
Kylie Erickson.
Jeremy Bleak.
Michaela Thompson.
Riley Blood.
Mackenzie Smith.
Noah Blotter.
Camry Brooks.
Blake Batu.
Kira Lance.
Joel Borchick.
Savannah Kula.
Jim Bonamore.
Dakota Redding.
Adam Brimhall.
Sarah Shaw.
Alema Brown.
Aubriella Nod.
Kyler Brown.
Tiana Browning.
Mason Brown.
Alyssa Barker.
Talon Bassell.
Savina Ballard.
Drew Burke.
Chantry Birmingham.
Alex Berg.
Courtney Benson.
Tanner Butterfield.
Kira Bello.
Alex Butterfield.
Clarissa Butterfield.
Blake Call.
Priscilla Francoise.
Braden Bland.
Ashley Belcher.
Cole Clark.
Natalie Brager.
Tate Campbell.
Bryn Elizabeth Birmingham.
Ashton Childs.
Gabrielle Birmingham.
Tanner Tank Christensen.
Haley D. Brown.
Richard Clark.
Aaliyah Camden.
Ian David Claspel.
Janessa Calton.
Ryan Cisneros.
Landry Catalano.
Bo Clyde.
Shelby Cedarholm.
Michael Danzy.
Katera Carr.
Elijah Covington.
Hannah Mariah Carlson.
Connor Crawford.
Madison Christensen.
Alec Michael Croton.
Madison Shania.
Connor Crum.
Ashlyn Clark.
Sydney Cook.
Lavinia Ahio.
Jonah Dahl.
Chantel Collins.
Trevor Ted Daly.
Riley Marie Conover.
Tyler Brett Davis.
Esme Cope.
Gavin Day.
Camry Janisa Cordero.
John Davis.
Caitlin Marasco.
Ezra DeRea Hill.
Kylie Smith.
Carson Densley.
Katrina Reynoso.
Jackson Demarius. No way.
Riley Curtis.
Braden Dixon.
Autumn Cortez.
Alec Dewsnub.
Allison Kressel.
Tanner Dow.
Pamela Delgado.
Mark Dobson.
Mikel Child.
Nathan Delaney.
Kaylee Cundiff.
Casey Drury.
Kiana Davis.
Oakley Doyle.
Megan Dotson.
Russell Eldridge.
Heather Ducharme.
Benjamin Joseph Ellis.
Rachel Doffermeyer.
Chandler Evans.
Haley DeLynn.
Aiden Samuel Elzinga.
Linda Derhack.
Connor C.J. Fedderson.
Erin Justine DeMille.
Michael Fazio.
Megan Edwards.
Aaron Marvin Pfeiffer.
Riley Eastman.
Parker Fedler.
Jadalyn Esquivel.
Lane Finley.
Gabriela Espinoza.
Jerbo Fernandez.
Jaden Starfox.
Ethan Flory.
Kylie Ray Folger.
Reese Folger.
Emerald Foster.
Matthew Fritz.
Caitlin Julian.
Mark Antonio Francis.
Angela Yuka Gardner.
Joshua Garlick.
Abigail Gallo.
Spencer Fund.
Madison Garrett.
Brandon Garrett.
Kaylin Garrett.
Eric Gerlach.
Aubrey Garside.
Keaton Glassy.
Hannah Frank.
Miguel Gonzalez.
Kaylee Gillette.
Quaid Bryant Green.
Jenilyn DeHaan.
Alex Gregorio.
Sydney Glazier.
Ori Gunderson.
JC Grotepass.
Caleb Gross.
Sarah Gehring.
Austin Hales.
Madison Gilman.
Skylar Hall.
Tawny Hadley.
Kyler Hansen.
Gracie T. Gunnell.
Jacob Halliday.
Taylor Houston.
Jackson Harris.
Reagan Woolley Helston.
Blake Harward.
Kaylee Holt.
Bailey.
Tyler.
Oh, so sorry.
Tyler Hathaway.
Bailey Clark.
Drake Hell.
Aaliyah Hagan.
Levi Hernandez.
Rachel Renee Hamilton.
Ethan Herrera.
Lauren Heath.
Carter Hickenlooper.
Haley Hobbs.
Abigail Hammer.
Cadence Higgby Arnold.
Rachel Hill.
Ethan Hagan.
Alexis Nicole Hellwig.
Zachary Gust.
Nicole Hawes.
Tanner Hathaway.
Emily Hill.
Preston Irwin.
Rachel Hale.
Noah Housley.
Holly Higley.
Calvin Jacobson.
Sophia Hendrickson.
Calvin Jackson.
Madison Holman.
Sawyer Hutchings.
Nicole Holt.
Alex Jackson.
Tyler Hubbard.
Daniel Janis.
Catherine Hutchings.
Jordan Jensen.
Allie Hansen.
Ethan Jenkins.
Savannah Green.
Kevin Jensen.
Peyton Hunt.
Dylan Jensen.
Hallie Hoskin.
Hunter Jesse.
Mallory Malhop Hopkins.
Sterling Chase Jessup.
Michaela Jorgensen.
Nick Jex.
Emily Johnson.
Colby Jessup.
Madeline Jacobs.
Carter Jex.
Ariana Farias.
Colin Jex.
Bree Jacobs.
Jared Hoffman.
Kylie Jackson.
Cooper Jones.
Taryn Guinness.
Calvin Eldridge.
Brooks Jones.
Justin Davis.
Justice Johnston.
Dallin Johnson.
Summer Jones.
Joshua Huntsman.
Chloe Mae Jorgensen.
Juan Francisco Flores.
Brianna Hertzman.
Jake Johnson.
Kayla Hebertson.
Dylan Jensen.
Kylie Kirkham.
Jordan Isaac.
Maylee Kuntz.
Stockton Grimm.
Afton Konopka.
Xavier Kabweri.
Mackenzie Jensen.
Ernesto Bustillos.
Nicole King.
Brian Fleener.
Brianna Dawn Jench.
Gunnar Kelsch.
Haley Larson.
Coleman Kelsch.
Cachet Kimball.
Joshua Daniel Bosca.
Megan Koopmans.
Colton Curtis.
Taylor Lund.
Jace Keener.
Michaela Martell.
Eric Borba.
Gabrielle Nielsen.
Oakley Kelsch.
McKenna Brett.
Ethan Burrows.
Taryn Renee Shubin Rowley.
King of Herriman Charles Anthony Prashant.
Emily Rosquist.
Taylor Pursley.
Sydney Ashby.
Zach Davis.
Courtney Klinger.
Alex Dora Kingdon.
Vengana Latu.
Christian Sidon Dunn.
Taylor Leatawa.
Cole Lindsay.
Spady Medina Garcia.
Robert Lynn.
Bailey Robison.
Charles Kluger.
Chelsea Lopez.
Devin King.
Alexis Langer.
Brennan Kelleher.
Madeline Walker.
Cody Connect.
Andrea Barbosa Chacon.
Caden Knight.
Sally Osana.
Davin Flynn Leon Kohler.
Betania Law.
Jacob Kaiser.
Ambria Jessup.
Jeremy Lott.
Alyssa Lee.
Langston Lounsbury.
Megan Lee.
Mason Lowe.
Felicity Lambert.
Josh Lucardi.
Abigail Lay.
Riker Machin.
Brooke Ann Eachel.
Jeffrey Mackay.
Lindsay June Lingwall.
Joey Lovato.
Madison Livingston.
Gil Armenta.
Whitney Lowther.
Jorge Leon Salazar.
Emma Kate Loftus.
Dylan Marshall.
Alexis Longman.
Taylor Marshall.
Shayna Sarah Olofipo.
Weston Mascaro.
Bailey Lyman.
Jack Mollis.
Megan Longmore.
Wyatt Nenham.
Shannon Looney.
Caden Maestas.
Jessica Larson.
Shad Nielsen.
Amanda Maynard.
Jake McBride.
Alyssa Burton.
Caden Steve McCain.
Kylie Masserone.
Cameron McGown.
Riley Lemley.
Adam Timothy McNeil.
Alexis Maybe.
Andrew Maservi.
Sarah Jessica McKay.
Justin Mills.
Ariana Matalone.
Derek Miles.
Samantha Lee.
Jason Mitchell.
Jessica Lee.
Peyton Montgomery.
Grace Packham.
Jacob Monson.
Kelsey Mullins.
Dallin McKay Moody.
Marin Murdoch.
Kenyon Todd Moser.
Rachel Lunt.
Tristan Morrow.
Allison Jensen.
Samuel Marler.
Jewel Cummings.
Kendall Mortensen.
Caitlin Norris.
Brian Fugel.
Vanessa Moser.
Nathan Peterson.
Madeline K. Wolf.
Jacob Mueller.
Megan McQueen.
Tanner Moser.
Darby Meekum.
Jordan Naihe.
Caitlin Michalowski.
Colton Muramoto.
Cameron Miller.
Austin Nance.
Eden Miner.
Jacob Nelson.
Sarah Emily Nelson.
Tanner Ney.
Amberly Nielsen.
Jacob A. Nelson.
Morgan Nelson.
Eric Noyce.
Samantha Nessman.
Samuel Oblad.
Ali Jalen Nichols.
Dylan Olson.
Hannah Nicholson.
Connor O'Kelly.
Jamie Nielsen.
Braden Tanis Osnes.
Taylor North.
Ashton Orr.
Savannah Smith.
Johnny Paulosios.
Gabriella Nielsen.
Peter Ovard.
Madison Davis.
Trace McKinley Palmer.
Samantha M. Stubbs.
Stephen Jesus Parkinson.
Ryan Emily Healy.
Preston Pennington.
Allison O'Rourke.
Zachary Kingdon.
Kylie Sandberg.
John Phillips.
Callie Ann Olson.
Kayla Peterson.
Sophia Owen.
Christian Pinnock.
Caitlin Paulson.
Benson Pixon.
Kelsey Perkins.
Jacob Potter.
Jessica Petrella.
Derek Pratt.
Caitlin Nicole Pizzai.
Josh Quick.
Hannah Rose Porter.
Lori M.A. Potter.
Nefi Kidos.
Megan Elizabeth Powell.
Connor Reading.
Tiana Powell.
Noah Reed.
Michaela Power.
Rajon Reed.
Trisha Lynn Rasmussen.
Buddy Pidcock.
Tegan Lenial.
Dylan Rhodes.
Madison Tucker.
Taylor Lynn Jepson.
Aubrey Reese.
Abraham Danger Lopez.
Kennedy Riddle.
Ashton Matthew Rich.
Alexis Richard.
Baylor Dennis Rich.
Ashley Elizabeth Ricks.
Cole John Rich.
Tiffany Sharon Richens.
Riley Thorkelson.
Trista Sainsbury.
Brooks Rose.
Adriana Relis.
Jarrett Alma Robertson.
Lexi Saunders.
Zane Orton.
Leela Solari.
Ryan McCann.
Morgan Saunders.
Braxton Nilsson.
Kira Sandoval.
Jacob Mangum.
Jenna Saunders.
The Keaton Cook.
Abby Schiffman.
Aiden James Bird III.
Eleanor Siemens.
Brendan Schmitty.
Rebecca Reed.
Jackson Smith.
Savannah Scott.
Edward Alexander Rivas.
Brianna Stamp.
DJ Rigby.
Amanda Sears.
Ethan Rosatek.
Kayla Sorensen.
Giorgio Rivera.
Jimena Moreno.
Sean Rose.
Victoria Shields.
Corbin K. Robney.
Maria Sevilla.
Riley Ross.
Hannah Shipley.
Jackson Ruff.
Emily Marie Slusser.
Tyson Saby.
Madison Grace Smith.
Ian Kabarkis.
Sabrina Stark.
Gavin Big Cats Solly.
Elizabeth Ray Smith.
Cad Salazar.
Carly Eileen Stewart.
Malik.
Misha Steeler.
Cade Saunders.
Sarah Stolworthy.
Edward Chase Saunders.
Brianna Burke.
Andrew Morris Williams Saxton.
Hannah Suchel.
Mason Scott.
Jessica Celine Drew.
Justin Schwendeman.
Caitlin Tarr.
Kason Sealander.
Colby Swenson.
Kobe Trujillo.
Samantha Taylor.
Dax Hedrick.
Laura Marie Thatcher.
Easton Seidel.
Catherine Lee Thomas.
Nicholas Sinise.
Brianna Thomas.
Gunnar Sharp.
Emily Brianne Tonks.
Gavin Sigmason.
Chastity Yazzie.
Chad Skeen.
Megan Van Buge.
Jaden Simon.
Trista Nicole Vigil.
Jonah Smith.
Sadie Lee Villagomez.
Ethan Scow.
Nicole Waite.
Jason O'Neill.
Samantha Warburton.
Zane Sloan.
Ashley K. Walker.
Tanner Lapierre.
Whitney Wardle.
Max Smith.
Cody Watson.
Hunter Smith.
Anik Watt.
Austin Snyder.
Avery Watt.
Benjamin Sorensen.
Hannah Weber.
Markel Sorensen.
Sarah Worley.
Isaiah Sosel.
Maddie West.
Kyler Still.
Lauren Wells.
Hunter Spackman.
Brinley Ann Johnson.
Brody Stevenette.
Gabrielle Whittekind.
Brandon Stevenette. Stevenette Brandon.
Lauren Leeseth.
Dawson Stout.
Emily Finley.
Isaiah Smith.
Madison Jane Wilkinson.
Austin Stauffer.
Hannah Williams.
Bodie Roos.
Kayla Williams.
Jaden Webb.
Mackenzie Wilson.
Peyton Stock.
Sage Emily Wintle.
Ryan Wells.
Montana Wood.
Devin Stroshine.
Madison Wood.
Branson Terry.
Abigail Wilkie.
Jackson Stewart.
Jenna Woodruff.
Caleb Thatcher.
Savannah Worthington.
Zach Thornton.
Amy Wright.
Ryan Tim.
Alyssa, sorry. Nicole Wright.
Preston Timothy.
Katie Wright.
Levi Timothy.
Zoe Young.
Aaron Tolman.
Cameron Young.
Zach Topham.
Asia Wilcox.
Clay Nieta.
Damon Hale.
Colby Thedel.
Kason Kalma.
Jaden Cutler.
Trevin Trujillo.
Noah Vaughn.
Trevor Vasson.
Braden Wyatt Von Hatten.
Melky Vasquez.
Nolan Vargas.
Hayden Watts.
Damon Warnock.
Brian Watson.
Tanner Webb.
Adam Lamar Wood.
Spencer Williams. Peter White.
Spencer Welch.
Ethan Witter.
Braden Westerman.
Zephaniah Juni Lehecki.
Jackson Blank.
Drew McDaniel. Gabriel Mahuenga.
John Thompson.
Marcus Ortiz.
Braylon Winkle.
Benjamin Windsor.
Kemper Woodruff.
Dylan Wright.
Timothy Wright.
Chandler Yen. Corbin Yepes.
Marcus Young.
Seth Allen Young.
Garrett Ziegenhorn.
Corbin Vayner.
Pritz Samil Vanuku.
David Christopher Malule Vake. Samisi Vakupina.
Noah Tavite Vaya.
Caden Chad Simmons.
Courtney Leia Davis.
Isaac Corey Gillens.
Alejandra Caceres.
Now, for the last time, we'll have our chamber choir sing our school hymn. Please stand for the school hymn.
As we raise our voice in song to Herriman, red, blue, gold, and think of all the memories and friendships new and old, future leaders of tomorrow, life lessons here instilled, moving forward with integrity, ensure our dreams fulfilled, success and struggles come along, preparation, service make us strong. We'll return and join our hands, thank those who touched our lives, raise our banners high, forever we will stand.
Alrighty, you may be seated. We'd like to thank Mr. Thorpe and the chamber singers for the beautiful music they've provided today, and wish Mr. Thorpe happy trails as he's leaving Herriman High along with our class. Now, as a matter of business, graduates, after we end our ceremony today, we ask that you quickly exit the floor out of the same tunnels where you entered, preferably the girls' side, that way. Once you're in the hallway, turn left and follow the tunnels until you reach the representatives from Justin's, where you will turn in your gown. And then after you turn in your gown, continue around the hallway and find your counselor to receive your diploma. Once you have your diploma, you can be reunited with your families. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to everybody the graduating class of 2017, and we get to do this fancy.